Welcome to the Cyberpunk Archive. I'm Cleo, the archivist. Anime. Ghost in the Shell, 1995. Loading now. A cyborg super agent. Political assassinations. Consciousness. Self-aware computer programs. Memory alterations. 1995's Ghost in the Shell is a cyberpunk classic which influenced and defined the genre. Based off the seinen manga series of the same name, written and illustrated by Masamune Shiro, the film is set in 2029 Japan and follows Motoko Kusunagi, a cyborg public security agent who is on the hunt for a mysterious hacker known as the Puppet Master. The narrative incorporates philosophical themes and focuses on self-identity in a technologically advanced world. Initially considered as a box office failure before developing a cult following on home video, it has since grown in esteem and is now considered one of the best anime science fiction films of all time, inspiring filmmakers such as the Wachowskis, creators of The Matrix, and James Cameron, who described it as the first truly adult animation film to reach a level of literary and visual excellence. It's 2029, and with the advancement of cybernetic technology, the human body can be augmented or even completely replaced with cybernetic parts. One such achievement is the cyberbrain, a mechanical casing around the human brain that allows the user to search the internet as well as other networks. An often mentioned term is ghost, referring to consciousness inhabiting the human body, the shell. Major Motoko Kusunagi is an assault team leader for Public Security Section 9 in Newport City, Japan. Following a request from Nakamura, chief of Section 6, she successfully assassinates a diplomat from a foreign country to prevent a programmer named Data from defecting. The foreign minister's interpreter is ghost-hacked, presumably to assassinate the VIPs in an upcoming meeting. Believing the perpetrator to be the mysterious and elusive Puppet Master, Kusunagi's team follows the traced telephone calls that sent the virus. After the chase ensues, they capture a garbage man and a thug. However, both are only ghost-hacked individuals with no clue about the Puppet Master. The investigation again comes to a dead end. Megatech Body, a shell manufacturer with suspected close ties to the government, was hacked and a shell was assembled. As that shell escapes, it was hit by a truck. Section 9 comes to examine the shell and finds a human ghost inside it. Unexpectedly, Section 6's Department Chief Nakamura arrives to reclaim the shell. He claims the ghost inside is the Puppet Master himself, lured into the shell by Section 6. The shell reactivates itself, claiming to be a sentient being, and requests political asylum. After the Puppet Master initiates a brief argument about what constitutes a human, a camouflaged agent accompanying Nakamura starts a diversion and steals away the shell. Having suspected foul play, Kusunagi's team is prepared and immediately pursues the agent. Meanwhile, Section 9 researches Project 2501, mentioned earlier by the Puppet Master, where they find connections to Data, whom Section 6 tried to keep from defecting the country. Facing the discovered information, Daisuke Aramaki, the chief of Section 9, concludes that Section 6 has created the Puppet Master itself for various political purposes, and now seeks to reclaim the current body it inhabits. Kusunagi follows the car carrying the shell to an abandoned building guarded by a spider-like tank. Anxious to face the Puppet Master's ghost, Kusunagi engages the tank without backup. Her partner Batu arrives in time to save her and connects her brain to the Puppet Master. The Puppet Master explains to Kusunagi that he was created by Section 6. While wandering various networks, he became sentient and began to contemplate his existence. Deciding the essence of life is reproduction and mortality, he wants to exist within a physical brain that will, in turn, eventually die. As he could not escape Section 6's network, he had to download himself into a cybernetic body. Having interacted with Kusunagi without her knowledge, he believes that she is also questioning her humanity and that they have a lot in common. He proposes merging their ghosts. In return, Kusunagi would gain all of his capabilities. Kusunagi agrees to the merge. Snipers from Section 6 approach the building, intending to destroy the Puppet Master and Kusunagi's brains to cover up Project 2501. The Puppet Master's shell is destroyed, but Batu shields Kusunagi's head just in time to save her brain. As Section 9 closes in on the site, the snipers retreat. Kusunagi wakes up in Batu's safe house in a new cyborg body. She tells Batu that the entity within her is neither Kusunagi nor the Puppet Master, but a combination of both. She promises Batu that one day they will meet again. She leaves the house and wonders where to go to next.
What's a simulated experience again?
All your memories about your wife and daughter are false. They're like a dream. Someone's taken advantage of you. They were trying to make you ghost hack into some government officials. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I had a picture of her. She was there.
The truth is, you've never had a wife or kid. Like he said, they aren't real. They're a simulated experience. A fantasy.
My code name is Project 2501. I am a living, thinking entity who was created in the sea of information.
The film explores the nature of human cyborgs, consciousness, self-aware computer programming, and memory alterations. In one of the monologues delivered by the Puppet Master throughout the film, it is argued that human DNA is nothing more than a program to self-preserve.
Life has become more complex in the overwhelming sea of information, and life, when organized into species, relies upon genes to be its memory system. So man is an individual only because of his intangible memory, and memory cannot be defined, but it defines mankind. The advent of computers and the subsequent accumulation of incalculable data has given rise to a new system of memory and thought parallel to your own. Humanity has underestimated the consequences of computerization.
There are also multiple mentions of granting political asylum to self-aware computer programs. The film depicts Motoko's identity and ontological concerns, and ends with the evolution of the Puppet Master.
Sometimes I suspect I'm not who I think I am. Like maybe I died a long time ago and somebody took my brain and stuck it in this body. Maybe there never was a real me in the first place and I'm completely synthetic like that thing.
You've got human brain cells in that titanium shell of yours. You're treated like other humans, so stop with the angst.
But that's just it. That's the only thing that makes me feel human. The way I'm treated. I mean, who knows what's inside our heads? Have you ever seen your own brain?
Ghost in the Shell used a novel process called digitally generated animation, DGA, which is a combination of cell animation, computer graphics, CG, and audio that is entered as digital data. In 1995, DGA was thought to be the future of animation, as it allowed traditional animation to be combined with computer graphics and digital cell work with visual displays. The digital cell work included both the original illustrations, compositions, and manipulation with traditional cell animation, utilizing backgrounds, filters, and lens effects to create a sense of depth and motion. Ghost in the Shell used a unique lighting system. Lightness and darkness were integrated into the cells, with attention being on the light source instead of using contrast to control the light in the frame. Some special effects, like Motoko's thermal optical camouflage, were rendered through the use of TIMA software. The process uses a single illustration and manipulates the image as necessary to create effects and distortions without any alterations to the original image. The effect is re-added back into the shot to complete the scene. While the visual displays of the film were technically simple to create, the displays underwent multiple revisions by the production team to have an authentic future feel. Another aspect of CG used within the film was to create effects that were perceived by the brain, that were generated in video and added to the final stages of the film. The opening credits of the film were produced by CG director Seiichi Tanaka. Tanaka converted the code in a computer language, displayed in Romanized Japanese letters to numbers, before inserting them into the computer to generate the credits. The pursuit of realism included the staff conducting firearm research at a facility in Guam. Nishi Kubo has highlighted the tank scene as an example of realism within the movie, noting that bullets create sparks when hitting metal, but do not when they hit stone. Oshii based the setting for Ghost in the Shell in Hong Kong. Oshii commented that his first thought on finding an image of a future setting was an Asian city, but finding a suitable cityscape of the future would be impossible, and so chose to use the streets of Hong Kong as his model. He also said that Hong Kong was the perfect subject and theme for his film, with countless signs and a cacophony of sounds. The film's mecha designer Takeuchi Atsushi noted that while the film does not have a chosen setting, it is obviously based on Hong Kong. The city represents a theme for the film, the old and the new, which exist in a strange relationship of an age of an information deluge. Before shooting the film, the artist drew sketches that emphasized Hong Kong's chaotic, confusing, and overwhelming environment. Ghost in the Shell's recording was done in a high-end studio to achieve superior sound throughout the film. A spatializer was used to modify sound, specifically in the electronic brain conversations to modify voices. Composer Kenji Kawai scored the film. For the main theme, Kawai tried to imagine the settings and convey the essence of the world within the music. He used classical Japanese in the opening theme, Making of a Cyborg. The composition is a mixture of a Bulgarian harmony and traditional Japanese notes. The Haunting Chorals is a wedding song sung to dispel all evil influences. Re-released in 2008 as Ghost in the Shell 2.0, the movie came with new audio as well as updated 3D graphics for some of their scenes. The Ghost in the Shell franchise had expanded to include its sequel, Ghost in the Shell 2, Innocence, the 2002 television series, The Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, and its 2020 follow-up series, The Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045. In The Ghost in the Shell Arise, the original video animation OVA series. In addition, an American-produced live-action film was released in March of 2017, and archive data. Thank you for watching the archives. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this dive into the archive on Ghost in the Shell. Like and subscribe to stay updated with all things Cyberpunk, and follow me on Twitch, Killa Cleo. Until next time!